Welcome back to Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance. And this turn I mean to take a look at diplomacy. Primarily diplomacy. Maybe see if it's a good idea to take on another lieutenant and or possibly go on an adventure, but most likely that'll be put off until another turn. So first I want to go and do my report for this turn. I reloaded a new game now, so you'll probably
Majesty,
get...
As Chamberlain, my task is to inform and advise you of the political and economic state of your realm.
the devices present themselves again.
I'm here to inform you of the military status of your realm.
Blah blah, you
Here
had that
is
last
the current
time.
report of the holdings of your realm and those of your peers.
So you can see it's turn 2. Not much has changed with respect to victory points yet. Let's take a look at alliances. I mean, we looked briefly at that last time, but let's take a look at this report.
Your informants send intelligence pertaining to the realm's alliances, my liege.
You can see the some of the alliances in Anwar here, at least in our alliances, and you can see Rove and Torhival are green, and that means they are sort of permissive allies. They are allies that we have a sort of a friendship with and an understanding with, but they aren't. And in practice, you can make trade routes to those lands. You can even send troops to your permissive allies and through their lands, but you can't necessarily expect them to come rallying to your cause if you get involved in a war. Which also means if you get into a war with a realm with a stronger alliance, let's say for example Torhival is also look, if you look at Dozone here, you see Torhival is there as well, but blue. That means Torhival is fully allied to Dozone. So if for example we were stupid enough to declare war on Dozone, then Torhival would actually declare war on us, effectively cancelling our alliance with them. So, just to let's see how this works. I mean to look at diplomacy this turn. You might also, if you like the role-playing aspect, you might want to look at these top things, which tell you a little bit about sort of the background, if you want, of the land. So the Chamberlain will tell you sort of general stuff. Yeah. Chamberlain suggests a couple of ideas, like ridding the sacred forest of the goblins of Markazor, or seeking out adventure. The general will talk a little bit about your army. These things don't actually change; they're just typed in from the designers. So they're just, if there's any time to look at them, it would be now. Here you get a point. As elves are not worshippers of a particular god, the control of the great amounts of souls is managed by your highness. So, like I said before, I think elves don't much like religion. And the Spy Master. Suspicious activity within the ranks of the Gorgon's forces. He claims that our full ally is Tory. Well, that's not actually true. So these things, you have to take them with a little bit of, yeah, pinch of salt, I think. I'm going to set the options a little bit here. If you look at the game settings, that basically changes how many points you need to win, and 300 points really is a walk in the park to get. So I'm going to increase it to at least medium. We'll see if I change some of the other stuff. Battle settings. Definitely hard difficulty. I think I'll stay with medium speed for now because I'm playing this on a modern computer now, so might be a bit rushed. Now we'll try on fast. We'll see if it goes. I may have to change it if it's too quick. Music sound, just to make sure the music isn't actually off. Nope, it's not. It should be on. Okay, game speed, I hope that's at... yeah. So, I said diplomacy, didn't I? Here's what I'm going to do, just to show you how this works. We've got this little land here, this human-hating elf who, as yet at least, controls only one province, Rove. Now let's click diplomacy and talk to Rove Manslayer and see if we can get a full alliance, which means if he declares war, we'll be sort of theoretically at war with him, but more importantly, if we declare war, he'll be declaring war together with us. Okay, he's not really predictable, this sort of monster elf, so it's more really to show how this works. Okay, you can see that the reaction to is 73%. The initial reaction. And then it says your petition will not be considered until you improve the reaction to 95%. I mean, in Oblivion terms, what we need to do is improve these other regions' dispositions up to the point where they will consider our proposals at all. So I need 95% to get a full alliance. So let's try. We could offer all sorts of things. We could offer him territory. I'm not going to do that. We could offer holdings. That'll be useful later on, but not now. Offering tribute means you'll give him gold every turn. Definitely don't want to do that. That's can be a strain on your long-term finances, but we can offer him once all gold sort of bonus. So 9 gold bars. Now he'll actually consider it. If I add 1 more gold, 2 more gold bars, then he'll like me 100% rather than just 95%. So yeah, I think that's cool. And it's going to cost us 12 gold balls altogether. Let's try that. Roll, and in fact, I've got an 85% chance. Now, the thing is, I could use Regency to improve my success chance, but the more he likes me, also the success rate increases. So that's why getting him to like me 100% is sort of cool, because it just takes 2 more gold bars to get him up to 85% at least. So I'll send my emissary to Rove Manslayer. Let's see what he says. Yeah, 1. And since Rove is a small realm, generally small realms benefit from alliances, because he's now, as far as, or at least as far as victory points are concerned, because he's now going to get 2 points for each of our provinces, but he's only got 1 province, right? So we get plus 2 victory points. So guild holdings are perhaps the best, closest to me, and that would indicate that Points East trading might be someone that might be good to ally. Let's see if we can talk to Points East, shall we? Maybe I could just try to talk to him on to Points East trading on my own then. I'll start by seeking a permissive alliance, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer them a holding. Let's see, this one for example, a higher level holding is what you want, because that's going to improve their disposition quite a lot, even though actually you wouldn't really think that a guild would be so interested in a magical source, but apparently they are. I can also offer some gold. I tend to like to get them up as much as possible early on. Let's see, 95%. I can improve this by 70% actually, so that should be all I need. Yep, I'll roll with that. I knew that would succeed because she already likes me 123%. And everybody else is doing something and gaining experience levels. I mean, this regent gains experience very slowly because she's already level 13. So what's a bit scary is that now that Points East Trading owns this source right here, they could actually engage in diplomacy with another realm and trade it away. So somebody who actually has a wizard, for example, would suddenly have some magical power in our lands, which isn't good. To have my lieutenant do something. I want to do as much as possible every turn, basically. Come on, lieutenant, usefully do this time. well, we could try to create another guild holding in Icehair. Let's see. Yeah, I managed that as well. Brilliant. Now finally I'm going to talk to this Pointsies Trading again. And this time I'm going to go all the way to an oath of fealty, meaning they swear fealty to me. And the thing is that with these independent realms that don't actually have any provinces themselves, once I get them to swear fealty to me, which I will do now, they will basically surrender their realm to me. Right, you can see now that this list has grown a bit longer. That's because the holdings that belong to the Pointsies Trading actually now belong to us. So let's collect some tax, and if you look down here you'll see that, yeah, these guilds actually now belong to me, to the Shieldwood. These were previously belonging to none other than Pointsies Trading. So our gold every turn is now increased a little bit. I gave away 2 sources to get her disposition up, but since she is now my lieutenant, effectively, I've got the source back. It's almost cheating, so we could take a look at Rove again. He's now our full ally. I could try to get an oath of fealty from Rove. I'd have to offer the full 20 at least. Oh, almost. I could offer a salary like 1 gold per turn. Or I could be smart and have my now very evil thief be my emissary for me, and I get a +10 alignment boost. Seek an oath of fealty, and we'll offer gold again because oh, what? This is a this is a one-time only expenditure, right? And yoo-hoo! She actually managed, and that means I'll still have my income every turn. And she get an experience level, no shock there. But look, nothing happened, right? And these things don't belong to me. All that happened basically was that he now swore fealty to us, so I am his liege lord, or lady I guess, and what that means is that I now get 3 victory points for that province. I've got all these guilds, but there are no roads to my provinces, and I can't trade internally in my own land because if I right click on the province, you'll get up the terrain. It's a forest, and I can't trade from forest to forest. I'd have to trade from forest to, for example, plains, or swamp, or mountains, or some other type of terrain, basically. So what I need next, I guess, is a road into something with a different kind of terrain. I'll try and build a road from Wivendor or whatever. And look, I can only build roads from there into my own provinces. We shall seek a permissive alliance. We shall offer some gold. I could offer more, but I'm running a bit low on gold now. Could use some of my regency a little bit at least, to show you what a brilliant and royal person I am. And hopefully he'll listen to us now. He now likes us 93%. Yeah, I managed to get a permissive alliance with these dwarves. Second action. What can I do that costs mainly regency or just a little bit of gold? yeah, I just might actually consider showing you how adventure works. That doesn't cost me anything, at least. That means this is going to be a bit longer video than I thought, but fair enough. We'll give it a go. So, this is the adventure screen. I've just ticked off to make sure I bring both my regent and all my lieutenants with me. And I need to make sure I have all the spells ready that I want. Okay. Magic missile is nice. Offensive spell, feather fall. If you fall down, that's nice. Continual light is light that lost. That's good. Locate object. That's absolutely essential. And levitate lets me fly. That's not bad either. Okay, level 3 spells. Fireball. Confusion, that can be cool sometimes. Ice Storm and Confusion. Full level 4. And absolutely essential also, Teleport. But 2 should be enough, I think. Unless something goes horribly wrong. But I'll go with 2 of those, and then some Cones of Cold. And Chain Lightning. Wonder what blood abilities I have, by the way. Divine Aura. Protection from evil. Okay. This is the only one with any spells, I think. Cohen Riz Jordan is too low level to have any. He's got healing and iron will. So I could also take a look at what magic items she has. Okay, Ring of Protection. I think I'm gonna give that to Cohen Riz Jordan actually. And he can wear that for an armor class bonus. I shall also just hotkey a couple things. The slightly worrying thing now is since I don't have any priests, I don't have anyone who can actually heal me. But here we are. So now we've got some sound. And we're here in the adventure. The first thing I'm gonna do is make sure my fighter is at the front of my party, so he can take any damage that we take by things that attack us sort of frontally. And if this looks a lot like the old game Doom to you, then you're right. It's based off that, except there's the goblin coming down the stairs now. To attack us, and I can't sort of shoot him except with spells.
Your Majesty?
Doom was all about shooting, remember? Maybe
Your
I
bidding,
can use a
Marie?
spell, but that's actually a very bad idea because my mage is now standing behind Cohen Riz Jordan, so I might hit him. It worked actually. I hit him. I hit the goblin and not Cohen Riz Jordan. But I have a very limited number of spells that I can use. There's another goblin in there. So most of the time you're reduced to just this. Telling them to attack and then they charge, and basically the combat is resolved in the traditional Dungeons and Dragons way of just randomness. You know, there are particular dice rolls to determine whether you hit or not.
Yes.
And so on. So you can you can explore, do your heart's content, kill goblins. One thing I'm gonna do with this regent who has this very useful locate object spell is I'm gonna cast that, so it'll highlight the quest object on the map. If I press the map, this is sort of the local map, or a bigger map, and the quest object is over there, as you can see. And the question is, how do we get up there? Well, it's sort of in this direction, so let's take a look at the map again. Yeah, it does seem to be through and in there or something.
Hey, come on, let me kill you.
Unfortunately, this door here is locked and I need a key, so I can run around looking for keys for a day or two if I want in this adventure. And there's one major problem with that, Remember, you can only save at the beginning of the domain turn, which means I can't save here in the middle of an adventure, even if the adventure can take
Come
quite
here,
a
I
long
make
time.
you a dead guy. Gotcha.
That is a major problem for adventures. Anyway, right. You can't, for example, you can look up and down, and you can see that this is a goblin god. You can't loot his body though. What you can pick up is the stuff that's just lying around. See if we can find some stuff lying around.
Come here, I make you a
Run
dead
in
guy.
here. Oh, there's 2 more goblins in there. I'm going to show you one other thing as well. I'm going to show you the software has been real-time combat mode. You can do combat mode by turn as well. Okay, let's
You're bidding,
try
my
and see
liege?
if we can cast one of those magic missiles. Get what? No. Too late, they are now engaged in melee combat. But you can see now they're just standing, waiting for commands. And that's because we're now in turn-based mode. So I can now click here for done. And the goblin took his swing, and the goblins take their swings. So let's get at least the thief into the bubble as well. Rushed in, and you can you have to recall, give the orders and so on. Which in this case is just boring, so let's put it back to real time. Let's throw even the mage in to the fray, actually. Now, unfortunately, our fighter has taken a bit of damage. That's bad, especially since since we don't have anything to heal him with. So it's advisable to have a priest along who can cast those healing spells. But at least we were able to pick up that thing, that red thing, which was a cloak of protection, so I can put that on and we'll get slightly better armor class. So what else? I can run around looking for
You're
keys,
bidding, my liege?
or I can use to good effect the fact that this regent has not just a locate object spell, but also a teleport spell. So I can cast that and land somewhere I would like on the map, so somewhere preferably very, very close to the quest object, so I can pick it up if possible. And I'm immediately attacked by a spectre, and this is a very tough foe, so I'm going to change combat mode to by turn this time. Ouch. Izali and Lamir are stuck in the walls, apparently. That happens sometimes with when they do teleport, so that means also Corner Jordan is hurt on his own. Actually, he's going to use a potion of strength to try and make him hit a bit harder. Can I tell these guys to attack?
Yes, we can.
Probably not. And you can see now the spectre turns against us and is waiting for us to finish the freaking turn! So I'll click done. That was an exchange of fire or swings there, but no, nobody hit anything. However, Corn Jordan now has Stone Giant strength and should be able to hit a bit harder. That he did, but he also was hit very hard, and that's not good. And he lost. Can he take another hit? No. He can take another hit, but now he's more or less dead. Time to use his blood ability of healing. Use it? Uh-oh. Doesn't it work? Uh-oh, that means I'm dead. Let's change this to real time. Does that mean you can use it? What I want you to do is use your healing ability. Now everything stops. See? I want to be able to save here because this stuff is so riddled with. It's just not It's just not incredibly stable, is what it's not.
My liege?
My turn again. Ah, thank heavens! I landed a hit and the Spectre was defeated. And I get out of combat mode, and let's now walk a little bit into this room with Corwin Jordan. Unfortunately, the ladies are now with them. I still want to try and use this healing though. I think he's used it all he can. Right, anyway, this I think is our quest object. Yes, the Shield Shade Gem, which will give the owner 10 additional bloodline points.
Yes, Regent?
Yeah, a book that not even our wizard understands. And some money. That's definitely
Your bidding?
pick up some money. Because if you find enough money in the adventures, it'll actually translate into gold bars in your realm turn. So, now, as you can see, I'm now in the middle of a huge big castle. I haven't, for example, found any keys to get myself out or in or out, or press the switches to get across this big chasm here. Fortunately, you can at any time exit the adventure. And since I've found the object of my quest, this means that I can just finish it and get back to the regular realm screen, and I found 1.4 gold bars. Still don't think I have enough to actually build a road.
It's your turn.
Nope. I don't. Oh well. More guilds maybe? I'll try that. Or maybe, you know, there's one thing I could do. I don't like this source that the Gorgon has in here, and I want to rule that one up. So maybe try and contest in the Shattered Hills the Gorgon's crown source. This is kind of scary because the Gorgon, but if you're determined enough, it usually does work. Ooh, Far-Reach cover of the realm. That's good for finances if you can bother with that. Well, anyway, so in this turn, I guess you've seen adventure, which is kind of annoying and kind of a pain, but you can get it over with relatively quickly when you have teleport and locate object. And you've seen diplomacy in action. And now you get to see why this game is called the Gorgon's Alliance.
Hail, mighty Gorgon! Your agents are in position to move
So
against
the Gorgon's
Icehair.
agents have infiltrated every realm in Anweir to sow the malignant seeds of war. With the ensuing chaos, the Icehair will be able to hide his hand in the coming conflicts, awaiting the time when all will be weak enough to fall before his mighty armies. So first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to save. Now that I can, now that it's new turn. And I think this has been going on for almost an hour, so I guess maybe I'll see you back for another turn. We've looked at a lot of the things that I wanted to do, but I've still haven't showed you how the, for example, the trade routes actually work, and I haven't showed you. Sorry. I haven't shown you any battles yet, so I'm going to at least play until we've gotten that far, and then like I said in the last episode, I'm still open to suggestions. What you would like to see here, if you don't like to see a full LP, or like to see me play a particular realm, or play in a particular way, or whatever you'd like, basically. Just leave your comments in the comment field, or for that matter, send me a private message.